Hey everyone, how are you? Let me check and make sure I don't have a TV show running in the background like I always do. No, I think we're okay. How are you all? Good to see you. Nights have been coming to you live from Melbourne, Australia on this Thursday afternoon. Let's see if everyone is in the chat. I think I saw some people earlier. Petunia was the first person here tonight. She gets the gold medal for tonight. Well done, Petunia. Beth B is here. Hello, my dear. It's good to see you. Glad you could make it. I Hate Morning. Cindy O'Neill is here. Hey, Cindy. Diane is here. Danny Mitchell, our chat celebrity. Danny Mitchell is a real celebrity, people. Make sure you show him the proper respect. Gamble is here. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Handy Williams, Marilyn Landis, and Woos. Uh, Sienna's here. Retired Iran Diamond Heart, Laura G, Kelly in Texas, Lux. We have everyone here. Everyone's here. That's really good to see. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. We have a long show to get through tonight. Hey, Nana Lana, good to see you. We have a lot of things to talk about tonight, including a little bit of an update about Rex Heuermann. I found this very interesting. His wife, Asa, uh, was in court and she sat in the third row. Now, this is a statement from her lawyer. I'm going to read out to you very quickly. It's not a lot of information, but he said, listen, they were married for so many years, they raised a family together. And my understanding is that she doesn't believe he was capable or committed these acts. Hmm. Just maybe some denial still? Maybe. Yeah, so apparently she will be in court for the trial when it goes to trial, and she's going to watch the entire thing, apparently. She wants to see the evidence for herself. I find that very interesting. It's not the first time I've seen a spouse want to be in court or not believe what the police are saying. So, oh, Gambler says, if you are interested, the sentencing for the Boy in the Box trial, Court TV is airing it tomorrow at 1 p.m. slash 12:30 p.m. Central Time. Okay, that would be good to watch. Nana Lana says, I thought she filed for divorce. She did. She filed for divorce because apparently for legal protection, for monetary protection and legal protection for her and the kids, not because she didn't love him. Apparently, it was a legal move to protect their assets. So, very interesting. We'll find out more of that as we go along, I'm sure. Now, I really want to show you something funny while we get started tonight and sort of sit down and everyone gets, knows the show is on. But it's got a little bit of swearing in it, and I don't know if people will be okay with it, but it had me in stitches for like an hour before, and it is so funny. But I just want to make sure everyone is going to be okay with it. Topics tonight: we're going to do Nancy update. We have a 12-year-old murderer from Australia, Misha. Hey, Misha. Hey, hello. How are you? Good to have you in the chat. And we have a whole bunch of other true crime. The Nancy one's interesting. We finally heard from the last person to see her alive. Let me get it set up, and then I will turn on the camera. Let me get it set up, and then we'll turn on the camera. All right, if I can find it. Every time I set everything up, it always goes away. Uh, da, da, da. Should do the Trish thing. Da, da, da. Oh, there's an update about the Amber Alert that we had last night as well. We will go into that shortly, which is that 10-year-old boy that was missing out of Texas, I believe. Let me find this first link for us. There's also a little Laurie Vallow news as well. It's not a big thing or anything. It's just a little bit of a tidbit. If I can, yes, here. That's not the link I want, but that'll do. Okay. There we go. I'll find the other one while we watch this. Hey guys, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Where's the camera? There it is. Hey, how's it going? Misha. Thanks, Misha. Thank you for letting me know how to pronounce your name. I always get people's names wrong, unfortunately, but it's nice to know how to pronounce it. Candy Williams says, how is Trish anyway? As far as I know, she's fine. No problems. She's just away. She'll be back probably after Thanksgiving. That's what I would think. I don't know for sure. I'm just saying that's my guess. I think she'll be probably back to her normal routine sometime after the holidays. So, yeah. So today apparently, last known witness to see missing California woman Nancy Nung speaks out for the first time, and I found this really interesting that we know her Blazek is a public defender or works at the public defender's office, and she has her lawyer, G. Christopher Gardner, speaking on her behalf. And I got to say, while the information seems, credible, I don't know, is she just trying to protect herself legally or something? I'm not sure. So let's have a quick watch of it, and then we'll discuss what it says in this video. Because yeah, we've been following this for a few days now. All right.
Now to the growing mystery surrounding a missing Monterey Park woman in Guatemala. Tonight, the last person to see her, Nancy Ning, at a yoga retreat, is speaking publicly for the first time through her attorney.
And Eyewitness News reporter Leticia Juarez spoke exclusively with the woman's attorney and has reaction from Nancy's family.
To say that my client hasn't done all she can is just not true.
The attorney for Christina Blazek is sharing her account of what happened to Nancy Ng while out kayaking.
She tried to tell her not to swim because it was rough out there and there was a good current.
This video is the last known one of Ng as she headed out on Lake Adelon in Guatemala on October 19th. The 29-year-old was on a yoga retreat when she disappeared. Blazek, a San Bernardino County public defender, was also on the lake. Through her attorney, she says despite her warning, Ng went for a swim, in the process pushing her kayak away into the water, which Blazek then tried to retrieve.
She kept one leg in her kayak and one leg in the other kayak and tried to get back to her and got close to her. And then apparently she lost the kayak again and she turned around to go back to get the kayak again. And when she turned back around, Miss Ng was gone.
For Ng's family, it's the first time they say they've heard Blazek's account after several attempts to reach her.
If it is like she says and it's an accident, I don't understand how she could choose to leave my family in the dark for almost 4 weeks and not just say that from the start.
As for rumors that Blazek fled Guatemala without speaking to authorities, her attorney and Ng's family both agree that's not what happened.
She went and was told she needed to go talk to the police. And she went and gave a full statement to Guatemalan police.
I hope she could understand that we have no account of what happened because she's the only person that saw what happened and it wasn't included in the report.
Blazek's attorney says his client has since spoken to the FBI after learning Guatemalan officials wanted to speak to her again. Ng's family says some of the people on the retreat have also reached out, but they are still hoping to hear directly from Blazek about what happened on the lake.
And we're not blaming anybody or accusing anybody of anything. All we want is we want answers and we want to bring Nancy home.
All right, that was from ABC News 7. Now, I'll provide a link in the description after the show where you can find that. I don't know what's going on here. Is it miscommunication between the family, Guatemalan authorities, and Blazek? Or is it something else? I can't get a grasp on it. I don't understand whether the Guatemalan authorities are committing a slow investigation or this lady's just hiding herself legally because she is a public defender. She knows how this all works. Is she trying to I don't know. Danny Mitchell says, you don't expect anything sinister on a yoga retreat. You do not. I want to say happy birthday to my friend Diane Marie. Happy birthday. I hope you have a great day. And thank you for always being so supportive of this channel. It's great to be able to share your birthday with you. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's going on. I think we will find out more, maybe when the Guatemalan authorities give us more information or that report might come out, something like that. But it says here there are people that witness what happened within that group that haven't come forward. We're racking our brain as to why they wouldn't want to come forward and help if nothing nefarious happened. That was from her sister. Now I don't get it either. You would think if it was some tragic accident, you would just call the police, get them to come out, be like, "Oh my God, she jumped in, she drowned. It's all terrible," and this would have been open and shut in a day or two. So I don't get it. Misha says, "Ping, this is my first time seeing you. You look nothing like I expected. I'm laughing so hard." Well, Misha, it's my goal to make every woman laugh when they see me. It's, it's exactly what every man wants. Diane Marie says, "Thank you, Ping. I always enjoy being here with you and the best chatters ever." It's all right. I'm just mucking around with you, Misha. It's okay. Um, yeah, I'm not sure, but I reckon we need more clarity surrounding timeline of events, timeline of who was there, who witnessed what, and who did what. That would be very good information to have. I think that would probably solve a lot of the miscommunications. Hold on. I actually just heard from Trish. I won't say what's in the email. She said she's still having tech issues and she'll see you all soon. She'll see you all soon. She said where she is, the tech is still having a lot of problems and she's trying to find a solution and that she'll see you very, very soon. Siana says, "Ping, I can barely see you since I'm on the phone." So we're working on that. Actually, if we can take a break for 2 minutes, I can explain. Earlier this year, we painted the back room, but I think I told you all when we moved, that back room's full of like boxes and stuff from when we moved. That's why I can't use the office right now. But we rented a storage locker last weekend, and all that stuff is going into storage. And then I will be able to move from here into the back room over Christmas. And we should have the wider camera angle sometime around then. And I'll be sitting at the desk at that time. So it'll be a lot different. It'll be a different view. The camera will be closer. And yeah, it'll be sort of like what you see on other channels, like Mel's channel and stuff like that. Laura G says, "There are some suspicious elements of the story. I can't fathom the reason for secrecy or secret squirrel and flee Guatemala." Yeah, you would just think if someone didn't return from having a swim, it's a very easy, unless they was scared of the Guatemalan authorities. Maybe they were scared of being arrested and held in an overseas jail. That's the only thing I can think of, which is a valid fear. I do get that. People don't want to be held in, bad conditions overseas. So, oh, Misha says, "I truly imagined you were a nerdy, slim with glasses, gamer type of guy. Is that not who I am?" No. No, maybe I'm not that type of guy. Hold on. No, unfortunately, I'm 6'1" and about 85 kilos. Maybe a little bit different to what you expected. Beth B says, "Please move cat pillows too into your bedroom." The cat pillows? The ones behind me? Okay. Yeah, I will. The cats will come in when that back room opens. They'll be in there all the time. Probably the other one too, the one you can't see. She'll be in there too. Yeah. All right. Back to the case. I don't know really, and I've said that a few times. I feel sorry for the family. They must feel like they're hitting their head against a brick wall, trying to just find their sister and their daughter, and it must feel like to them that they are just not getting the help they need. And what is nice, there is a helicopter company who is helping them search the lake and the surrounding area, and I think they're doing it at a reduced cost, which is really nice of them. But other than that, I mean, You would have thought, I know there was that we had someone in the chat the other night who said these Guatemalan lakes and rivers are very notorious for taking people and not returning them. They get trapped, they get snagged, they don't come back up, and yeah. Misha Hayes, can we just watch you talk as primary? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Misha. Retired RN says, but once they got home, you would think they would have told her family what happened. Yeah, why the delay? Why 4 weeks in between contacting the FBI, the family, that type of thing? You would think once you got home, you'd just be a good person and reach out to the family on your own without a lawyer and just be like, hey, this is what happened. I'm sorry. I did all I could. And, this is the information. This is all I know. And that's all, that's it. I will keep an eye on it if we get more. I thought this was very interesting. We've been following it for about 5 nights, 6 nights now. So, Danny Mitchell. That's right, Danny. That's right. We don't objectify humans here. No, it's all good, Danny. It's all right. Okay. I do want to just check one thing. Hold on. Hold on, people. I don't like using Crime Online unless I have to. It's a good site, but there are some better local news channels I like to use. Here. So a bit more information about this one. Missing 10-year-old mother found dead. Father suspected in the homicide and abduction of the son. So it looks like the dad killed the mom and now the child is missing. It says here police are still searching for a 10-year-old boy last seen in Wilmer, about 16 miles southeast of Dallas. Police believe the boy is with his father, who is a suspect in a homicide. Haven't we seen this before? Wasn't there one like this last year that we covered, where the father abducted 2 children and it was because he had murdered the wife, and then they had an Amber Alert out for the 2 kids? I remember that. According to the Wilmer police, the suspect Juan Angular Cano abducted his son Ian from a home in the 20 block of the Oakland Street in Wilmer Tuesday morning. Sources tell CBS News Texas. J.D. Mills, the 10-year-old boy's mother, is the murder victim mentioned by law enforcement. The boy's mother was found by her daughter at the family home on Oakland in Wilmer. That's the same location from which the boy was taken. Police said Tuesday night there are no previous calls no DV calls to the home. Cano's car, a Chevy Tahoe, was located in Houston on Wednesday, but the boy and him have not been found. Ay, ay, ay. Let's watch this little update from CBS, Texas.
Boy who is still the subject of an Amber Alert tonight. We learned his mother is dead, and the boy's father now the suspect of a homicide. It's a story that we followed for you since last night when it broke. Investigators say the child was last seen in Wilmer. It's about 16 miles or so southeast of Dallas, right near Lancaster. Today, sources say that the boy's mother was found at the family's home. According to Wilmer police, the suspect, Juan Aguilar Cano, abducted his son, Ian Aguilar, yesterday. Officers say that they found Cano's tan Chevy Tahoe in Houston today, but the father and son, they've not been seen or found. Police believe the 10-year-old boy is in immediate danger. If you've got any information about where Ian could be, contact the Wilmer Police Department.
Concerning. If you see that kid or the adult, man, get in touch with the cops and report it. It is not something we want to see again. Hey, did they just flick me to another page? No, here we go. Da, da, Ian. I'm just trying to see if we have a different, like a wanted poster for him. We do. If I can find out this one here. From our friends at click2houston.com. Here's a better photo of them.
Meantime, authorities are searching for a missing 10-year-old boy from
Okay.
Wilmer. That's near Dallas. An Amber Alert's been issued for Ian Aguilar.
There you go. You can see photos of them both, Ian and Juan. And father looks quite young, at least to me. Maybe 40s or 30s. Doesn't look that old. And there's Ian, the one they are really concerned about, his son. So if you see them, get in touch with them. Danny Mitchell says headed to Mexico. Maybe. I mean, it's not that far to the border, is it? You could get to the Mexican border in what? An hour from Houston, right? Maybe a bit longer. Hey, Shad Hunter, ping afternoon and hello to all in the chat. Remember to hit the like button. Thank you, Shad. I appreciate that. I really do. Houston to Mexico. Hold on. How long? About 17 hours. No, that's not right. About 350 miles. So how long? How long is that? So about 5 hours? 5-hour drive from Houston to the border, apparently. Misha says Houston to the border is hours. Yeah, rough calculation says 5 hours for 350 miles if you're driving at about 50 or 70, depending on the highway. So between 5 and about 7 hours, something like that. Way longer. That's what it says here. It says Brownsville is located in southern Texas, is the closest border city to Houston with a distance of approximately 350 miles. It is a popular destination for those looking to cross into Mexico. Yeah, I can show you. I know you live there, so you probably know better than me or this webpage, but that's just what it says here. So maybe you're right. Maybe they did try to get to the border. So that's the information it gave me. I don't know if that's true, but hey, Diamond Heart, how are you? Oh, Misha says it will take a day of drive time during daylight hours. Is that due to congestion on the roads, or I wonder why it's so far? See, and Laredo, Texas, located approximately 350 miles northwest of Houston. Laredo is another border city near Houston. I guess that's not the border, that's a border city. The crossing provides easy access to Matamoros, a Mexican city. I wonder why. The closest Mexican border crossing to Houston is located in Brownsville, Texas, about a 4-hour drive from Houston. I believe you, Misha. I just don't know why it says that. Danny Mitchell, is the dad a U.S. citizen? Maybe. We can have a look. And then I can tell you. Juan Aguilar Cano. Let's have a look. It doesn't say. You would think if they if he had a Mexican citizenship, they may have said to look out for him at the border. So I I would suspect he's a US citizen or, someone with a green card because, yeah, I don't see anything that says here. I don't see anything that says or mentions Mexico on here or the border. There's another photo of their Amber Alert. There's the car. I wonder if we can pick up this Amber Alert. Let's see. Let's see if we can get it. Sorry, I don't like there being dead silence, but I want to find their actual original Amber Alert, active Amber Alerts here. Okay. There we go. There's the Amber Alert for Ian. Race Hispanic, male. The vehicle has been located, but law enforcement and the child have not been located. I mean, law enforcement have not located the child. I don't see, yeah, see, there's nothing in here that says that, they believe he might get to Mexico or the border. Normally, I've seen that before in Amber Alerts where they're like, have an eye out near border crossings or border towns over the other side of the border, but I don't see anything like that here. So possibly they are still in Texas or somewhere like New Mexico, something like that, or even north. Maybe they went north a bit. Hey, Arizona, how are you? Houston is far east Texas. Yes. Hey, Kathy Lynch, good to have you. Yes, thanks for joining us. We're just having a look at this Amber Alert, and we're having a look to see how far away the border was, but it didn't really help us at all, unfortunately. I actually picked up, while we were looking for Ian, and I was looking at the Amber Alert, I found this. A Dallas grand jury has indicted 17-year-old Natalie Navarro. What? Have indicted 17-year-old Natalie Navarro for capital murder months after she was the subject of an Amber Alert. Navarro was arrested back in September for the shooting death of 21-year-old Arturo Pena, who was killed on the morning of August 29th in Garland's Audubon Park. This is not right, is it? Is that the same girl that went missing and then was found in, or is this a different Navarro? I might be getting two Navarros confused. I thought for a second that was that girl that wound up in Montana, and I was like, wait, what? She murdered someone? It's got to be a different person. I was like, no way. They don't even look the same. Okay, so this is a completely different one. But she had an Amber Alert out on her too at one point. Okay, it's all right. We can calm down. It's the wrong Navarro. Yeah, for a second I was like, wait, what? That's why I pulled up the link. I was like, wait, she murdered someone? Is that why she went on the run? Yeah, I saw the photo of her and I was like, that's not her. That's not her. Arizona says Google Maps says 5 hours and 27 minutes. Yes, thank you. I said it was about 5 hours, about 350 miles from Houston to the border town. All right, so, okay, this one has been indicted on a grand jury for 21-year-old Arturo Pena. Is this a case we covered? I'm just trying to have a look because I don't remember this one. I'm sure we did at some point, but okay, it's not the girl I thought it was. We can all move on. Very interesting. I've not heard of Natalie Navarro, or if I did, we did it a long time ago. Very interesting. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't see anything further for Ian, unfortunately. I don't see anything regarding citizenship or his dad's citizenship, nothing like that. So I don't think we have to really be concerned. This is his one for Juan Aguilar Cano. Because you would think somewhere in these details, it might have something like has strong ties to Mexico, or has strong ties to a border town, or something like that. Has citizenship, may try to get across the border at some point, something like that. But I don't see anything in this information here. Something like that. I don't see anything warning people that they should be on the lookout. Anyway, I hope they find him. He's a murderer. Killed the boy's mother. I don't know if they were still together anymore, but killed his partner or ex-partner. Very horrible. If you see him, report it. Get in touch with the Wilmer Police Department on 972-441-6565. All right, there we go. Hey Nancy S, how are you, my friend? Good to see you here. Yeah, Candy Williams. I think you're thinking of Alicia Navarro. Yeah, Alicia, not this one. There we go. It never ceases to amaze me, the people who commit crimes and at what age. And the next story I'm going to show you is a little confronting, especially coming from Australia. She's a 12-year-old murderer. Really, really bizarre, really, really weird, and something not something I've seen a lot of, especially in Australia, but it does happen, unfortunately. Just loading the link here. ABC News. Police arrest 12-year-old girl over alleged fatal stabbing of a woman in Footscray in Melbourne's west. Now, Footscray can be a rough area at times. It says here, police arrested a 12-year-old girl over the death of a woman in an alleged stabbing in Melbourne's west. Police were called to Barclay Street in Footscray about 2 a.m. on Thursday following reports a 37-year-old woman had been found dead. Officers quickly attended and arrested the girl at the scene. She was taken to hospital for assessment where she remains under police guard. Now, I don't know what the age of being held accountable as an adult is in Melbourne. I know they were trying to raise it recently. Raise it or make it lower, something like that in Melbourne. I will try find it. Here, the age of criminal liability in Victoria. The age of criminal liability in Victoria is currently 10 years old. The Victorian government has committed to raising the age to 12 in 2024 and subsequently 14 by 2027. So yeah, they've been trying to raise it up from 10 years old. But you just saw a 12-year-old girl has stabbed a 37-year-old woman to death. I mean, I don't. Well, why was a child up at 2 a.m. in the morning at 12 years old? Were they homeless or something? It's very crazy. Misha Hayes says, ping ASL. ASL, I remember that. Age, sex, location. I do remember doing IRC and AOL back in the day. Wu says, I wonder if it's her mother that she stabbed. Oh, like a mental health thing that she stabbed her mum in some sort of um like mental episode, like health episode. Could be. I mean, that would explain a couple of different things, but it says Barclay Street in Footscray. Let's have a look. Is that a commercial area or is there houses where people live? Okay, it looks like there is quite a lot of there is some shops and things, but there's a lot of housing as well. Very rough looking area. Very rough. Very some places, some parts of it look very run down. I'm going to take a photo and I'll show you sort of what it looks like. I'll show you what the local area where the stabbing took place. All right. If I can find my way back. Yep. Let's see if we can add a photo for you. There we go. Come on, computer. There we go. So you guys can see some of the, you know, a lot of things shut down. Housing is a little like, you know, older. It's not been like you know, gentrified yet. It's sort of some parts of Footscray have. Some parts of it have been brought up to like newer type of housing and apartments and stuff like that. But you still see some of these old type of fibro type homes, very old style looking homes and stuff. But there you go. You can see the local area, and it's Barclay Street. So it's a long street. Has about 1,000 addresses. So this is 500. There's another 500 or so to go. So somewhere along here, they were called to. It doesn't give us an address, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it does not. Oh, actually, there was an update here. Herald Sun says, horror twist in case of 12-year-old girl arrested over fatal stabbing. A 12-year-old arrested over a fatal stabbing in Melbourne's inner west had been running wild in state care for years and may have been prostituted out. So I don't think it is her mother because she was a ward of the state. She was under state care. That is really interesting and very sad. Let's have a look. It says here, a woman has been stabbed to death inside the old Royal Hotel on Barclay Street in Footscray. A teenage girl was arrested at the scene, is under police guard in hospital. Let's have a look. So in here, so I wonder, is that some sort of a crisis accommodation or like a hostel type thing? The Royal Hoke Hotel on Barclay Street. Let's have a look. The Australian has the story too. Emergency services were called to the Royal Hotel and at 2 a.m. She was arrested. There you go. You can see forensic police going up. More forensic police there. It is understood an altercation broke out above the hostel. Had a feeling it was a hostel. Above the hostel on the upper floors where the building had been converted into apartments. Okay. Investigators are still trying to establish if the 12-year-old girl and the woman are known to each other. Police are asking car owners on Barclay Street to check their dashcam and come forward with footage. There you go. You can see the forensic van in the back of it, all their tools. Very interesting. They said anyone, you know, that has anything should contact Crime Stoppers. Interesting. I wonder, was she staying there? Was she, if she was being prostituted out, did she, uh, was it like someone, a client, or, you know, someone forcing her into it? That's what I'm wondering. Like, I don't think her and her mum would be living in a hostel, right? I mean, no judgment. I'm just saying I don't think so when she's in state care. Very interesting. Oh, yeah, you guys can't see. Hold on. Hold on. There you guys go. Sorry about that. I hate when it does that. There you guys go. You guys can see the photos of the forensic police, and then they've got this whole area taped off. Well, that's the entrance there. What does that say? I can't even read that. What does that say there? Ken's Clean. Laundry cleaning. Is that what it is? Something like sneaker cleaning. They do sneaker cleaning here. Okay. That's interesting. And yeah, somewhere up here in the hostel is where the murder took place. Very, very interesting. I don't know. I feel very sad for any child that ends up in state care and then is subjected to a life like this, where they're on the streets, maybe doing prostitution and drugs. It's yeah. Wu says rough area looks like it. Yeah, it is a bit of a rough area. I've been down to Footscray before. It can be a little up and down, unfortunately. All right, give me a second, and I will grab our USA story. Hold on. Just trying to close out some links so I can see. All right, there we go. Hopefully that'll work. Let me grab you the next bit. Okay, that one. And this one. All right. So last night we talked to you about this young man who was bashed to death, unfortunately, by a bunch of other kids. He was trying to defend his friend who had property stolen, and he was trying to get the property back for his friend, and they jumped him, unfortunately. They arrested 8 of them. They were charged with murder. They are still looking for 2 more people. All the people involved in this are aged between 13 and 17 years old. And there is a detective video here. Oh. They're saying this is one of the suspects they're looking for, person 1. And different views of them, I guess. They're still trying to identify whoever this is. They must have, you know, and this is person 2 that they are looking for. Very, very sad case. I mean, cannot believe someone would be jumped with a schoolyard type of, you know, bashing like that. Anyway, so yeah, they're still looking for 2 more persons of interest seen in the video, and they haven't been able to find them so far, unfortunately. All right. Hold on. Sorry, I had to cough. And I was like, I don't want them to hear it. Okay. To our other friend, we all know Laurie Vallow and Mr. Potato Head. We know what's going on there. Apparently, there is no actual like order barring them talking to each other while they are in prison. and while he is awaiting trial, apparently they're able to communicate if they want to. And they're saying that this is quite concerning. I mean, they shouldn't be able to talk to each other. Isn't that some sort of like co-conspiracy or something like that? They said here, on Monday, Idaho prosecutors alerted the courts that there is no order barring communication between convicted killer Lori Vallow Daybell and her husband, who was awaiting trial. Apparently, the courts denied a strategy meeting between Vallow Daybell and Chad Daybell in January, claiming it could result in their attorneys becoming witnesses and security of the parties. I think that just means they would be part of like because they're hearing inside information on each other's case, I think. However, Madison County Prosecutor Rob Wood and the Fremont County Prosecutor Lindsay Blake wrote in their latest motion that they are unaware of any orders that completely bar contact between the married couple, according to the Rexburg Standard Journal. Rexburg was sentenced in late July to life without parole for the September 2019 slaying of her two children, J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan, who were reportedly found buried on her husband's property 9 months after their disappearance. Vallow Daybell also got a life sentence for conspiring to murder her husband's late wife in October 2019. Daybell, who is scheduled to stand trial in 2024, has a court hearing scheduled for November 29th. I also read that they're trying to push for Chad Daybell not to face the death penalty because Lori Vallow didn't. And I figured they would try to do that, unfortunately. I figured they would, as horrible as that is. Here you guys go. You can see Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. Hopefully they'll be able to bar them from communicating somehow. That would be very, very good. I don't believe they should have that kind of right in prison, really. They shouldn't. Okay. Someone just sent me an email saying, we've received your request. Okay. Misha Hayes says, have you watched any trials on Court TV? Not recently, but I have in the past. I have seen some. Depends which one. I mean, I watched the Lori Vallow one, did a lot of work on that, uploading the videos every day. So I saw a lot of the daily court goings-ons and the different things. So, hey, Vegemite Smile, how are you keeping up at the moment? Nana Lana says, how are they allowed to talk when the trial is coming up? I guess because she has now been sentenced and he is on trial. So she's just an inmate now and they no longer have dual, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like they don't have to both stand trial at the same time. So Gambler says, I don't remember if you've talked about Tiffany Lucas, who recently took the life of her two young boys. She said she was influenced by Facebook, internet, and Wi-Fi. Others say drugs. Tiffany Lucas. Why does that sound familiar? Why does that sound familiar? Let's have a look. Bullitt County mother charged with murder of two sons says it was an accident. Oh, she looks very young. A Bullitt County detective testified in court Tuesday morning, sharing new details in the case of a mother charged with the murder of her two sons. Tiffany Lucas, 32, of Shepherdsville, is being held in the Bullitt County Detention Center on a $2 million bond. Lucas is accused of shooting and killing her two sons, Jaden and Maurice. Hold on. That's all right. When officers asked the man if their mother was responsible for the shooting, the man pointed to the gun on the bed and said yes. The boys were rushed to hospital where they later died. The neighbor told police when he pulled into the driveway, he saw Lucas walking down the stairs of his porch before collapsing in the driveway. When he approached her, Lucas told him that her kids were dying, and that's when he went inside and found the boys. He stayed with them until EMS arrived. Wow. She responded by saying it was an accident and didn't mean to hurt them. When asked about the firearm, Lucas admitted to leaving it in the bedroom and that someone had given it to her. She told detectives that no one else had been in the house that day. The detective said that Lucas also made the comments during the interview like, "I'm in such a bad spot and I'm so stupid." During the 3-hour interview, she also told the detective, "I would never do something like this unless someone manipulated me." Her bond will remain set at $2 million. What the hell? Let's see what this says.
We're learning more about the circumstances of a woman accused of shooting and killing her 2 young sons in Bullitt County.
Tiffany Lucas is charged with 2 counts of murder. Wave News reporter Sean Bowdy explains what she told police and why other family members aren't buying her explanation for the shooting.
A packed courthouse here in Bullitt County as Tiffany Lucas comes face to face with family for the first time since allegedly shooting and killing her 2 sons. Lucas arrived at the courtroom in handcuffs Tuesday as a detective from the Bullitt County Sheriff's Office testified. He told the court video from neighboring houses picked up 4 gunshots on November 8th. 4 minutes after the gunshots stopped, Lucas is seen leaving her own home and walking toward her neighbors. That neighbor told police Lucas told them both her 6- and 9-year-old sons were dying. The neighbor then goes inside Lucas's home to find both boys shot. 9-year-old Jaden Howard and 6-year-old Maurice Baker Jr. were brought to the hospital but did not survive. During the 3-hour interview with police, Lucas allegedly says it was an accident. "I'm in such a bad spot, and I'm so stupid." Lucas even telling police she was being manipulated through the internet.
She knows what she did because she's evil. She showed no emotion. She shows no emotion.
Michelle Rice is Maurice Jr.'s stepmother. She says it was no accident, adding she's called Child Protective Services on multiple occasions to report abuse.
They never helped us. They never helped those boys. And we love them so much. So many other people really love them and could have been there to help them. But she wouldn't allow that. She was too selfish. And now they're gone.
Lucas is currently being held on a $2 million bond.
She needs to get what she deserves.
When it comes to justice, family members tell us the only thing that seems fit is the death penalty. In Shepherdsville, Sean Dowdy, Wave News.
It's always the family members who are in pain after these type of killings. You see the friends, the family, people who loved the kids, and then they always on the press conference like, "We loved them, we would have taken them, we would have helped." And it's the same story every time. Kids die, and then, it's always everyone else who has to pick up the pieces and try and move on somehow. And that poor woman that in the interview, it's like she knew something was wrong and that no one was giving them the help they needed. And that's very, very sad that maybe they could have helped save 2 boys' lives somehow. Vegemite Smile says, hold on, let me put it up on the screen. Vegemite Smile says, "Hi, Nights with Ping, doing okay, taking each day as it comes." Oh, I hope you and your family are somehow finding the strength to continue. I do. No, she didn't do a show tonight. I suspect she might be gone for a little while, but if she can do a show at some point, she will. Marilyn Landis says, "Yay, after the fact." I know, and that makes it worse. I mean, where's the support when she needed it, I guess, There was something obviously wrong. Those people said they had seen changes. They knew those boys were like sort of in danger, and they reported it and nothing happened, and they ended up dying from the hands of their mum. Nanalana says, "Sorry, don't see any tears." I think that's her friend, right? That's not actually the mother. That's a friend of the family. Unless I'm wrong, but I thought that was like her friend or something. I didn't think it was her. All right. Thank you for letting me know about that one, Gambler. Actually, Gambler, do you mind if I play that one you sent me earlier today? I think people might find this really interesting. I don't know if we'll get in trouble, but we can try. Hold on. So, I know you all know who JLR Investigates is. He had something very interesting on his channel, and I'll only play a few seconds of it because if you'd like to watch the whole thing, you should go to his channel and watch it. It's the only fair way of doing this. You know, doesn't matter what you think of them. If they make content and you'd like to watch it, you should go to their channel. But I do want to show you just this little bit of his video because it's a bit weird. It's about Haskell Jr., the guy who dismembered his wife, May, and dumped her body in the dumpster. Let's watch this just for a couple of seconds.
Totally superficial. Yo, shouts out to LinkedIn for just making it like so much more streamlined for me to be told no repeatedly. Like my resume says unhappy, bitter, resentful, and like really good at ordering off the menu. Shouts out to the waiter at the restaurant above Nordstrom's for just like completely burning out of my fillet. Like, what kind of a monster are you, homie? I can't even imagine reading one of these homeless people's signs. It's very Brad Cooper trying to like reconnect with Irina Shayk. Like, oh, hey, sorry about before. Yo, shouts out to my big homie for like buying me Camel Lights throughout middle school and high school. I now have lemonade colored teeth. If you see me typing really fast, like looking really productive on my laptop, just like typing, chances are I'm just typing random letters and numbers. I went to a tech conference real quick, you guys, by mistake. And the number one thing they talked about was consistency, like be consistent. Now I'm consistently never going to stop drinking. Yo, shouts out to my boy Keon. He is a game developer, game designer, educator. He's an entrepreneur. I'm literally dumping entire bags of shredded cheese into my mouth. Yo, shouts out to Bella Thorne's fiance for literally making it by having a tattoo of an avocado. My goal was to try and drop some LBs by just like not eating any more breakfast burritos. But instead I decided to just spend less money. And to do that, I'm just gonna stop buying water at Erewhon. On a scale from 1 to Ted Lasso, how in need of a career reset are you? Because I am.
Very, very.
Okay, there you go. That was from JLR Investigates. I mean, what the hell? What is with like what he was saying? I find that a weird way to open a sentence. Like shout out to my all that and what the hell? What the hell? Misha says, I know a guy like this. I find that so bizarre though. Almost like a diary entry onto the internet. Not really talking to anyone as such, more like just leaving his thoughts on TikTok or something. It's almost like it was. Hey Tina, hey, how's it going? Yeah, hey, I know it is very what the F. Vegemite Smile says, my ovaries just shriveled up and died. I know, right? I mean, how can you just... I don't know, I don't get it. It's bizarre. He goes from shout out to LinkedIn, shout out to the waiter or whatever at the restaurant, and then he's talking about smoking, and then he's talking about a celebrity who has a avocado tattoo. I mean, that's a little insight into the mind of someone who is either easily amused or a bit weird. Misha says, anyone remember Live Dead Internet Journals? I remember, what's that one that everyone was on, that purple one that was around for a long time? Live Journal? Is that the one that everyone was on for a long time? It was like you could change the wallpaper and change the colors and things like that. I knew a lot of goth girls who were really into Live Journal and you know, doing stuff like that. Give me 1 second. I'm happy to have you here, Tina. Thanks for dropping by. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry, I had to let the cat out. Um, all right, one more story. What do you think? One more for the night. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. I think I've got one more to do, if I can find it. You know, actually, let's talk about this. Hate to use the same website, but Colorado supermarket shooter enters not guilty plea by reason of insanity plea. I'm going to tell you, I had a very interesting conversation with someone the other day. Someone that knows a lot about the insanity plea. And we spoke for about an hour on the different aspects of the insanity plea, what makes it successful, what is the, you know, litmus test for it, how some cases can be valid insanity pleas, some are not, all different parts of the insanity plea. And I am working on a video right now that will explain it and detail how certain cases are valid under the litmus test and some of them are not, and what you can look for when we watch true crime to see the different keys and signs of like valid actual insanity pleas and which ones you should be looking at that don't actually fit under the different rules for different states. So I'm working on that right now. There's like 200 documents that I have to go through, and that person was really cool. I had a lot of fun talking to them, but I cannot disclose who they are or anything like that, unfortunately. Hey, Penguin, how are you? Beth B says, have they found the missing in-laws yet? No, not that I know of. I'm just having a quick look for you, but I don't think so. Nothing. There is no update about May or her parents, unfortunately. I don't see anything about. See, you can see here. This is their family. May is the one they think was dismembered. They also now think that both of these two, her parents, mum and dad, they think that both of them were dismembered too. And that when they entered the home, they found enough signs of, you know, bodies being chopped up that they believe all three of them were actually dismembered. But they can't find the cars or these two at the moment. They just don't know where they are. And I find that crazy. In the middle of LA, that two cars and two bodies can't be found. And where could he have got to in like an hour to dump them? That's what I would like to know. Misha says, I have a cousin who created a fantastic champagne company, but this dude reminds me of my cousin. I hope your cousin doesn't end up dismembering anyone. Misha says, what is Ping's email? I don't think Nightbolt will tell you, but I can tell you. I can put it in the chat. Hold on. If I can find it. It is... Okay. Oh, I have to switch accounts. Hold on. There you go. If you would like to contact me or anyone would like to contact me about anything, I will answer. People can attest that I normally answer their emails and I get back to people. So Wu says, "Who let the cat out? Who? Me, I did, unfortunately. She's very naughty." Um, yes, so they haven't found the cars, they haven't found the mum or dad, and they haven't found the rest of May either. They found her torso, they don't have her head, her arms, her legs. So that guy must have been in there forever. I mean, they put the kids to school in the morning, but he must have done it like it would have taken hours to do that, you would have thought. And somehow he did it all before school got out in the afternoon. It's a lot of energy expended, like to cut someone up. But I don't see anything here about their cars. So it says here, a group of day workers told NBC that Haskell hired them to move 3 large trash bags from his garage last week. Haskell apparently told them the bags were filled with rocks. Okay. But when the worker picked them up, they said they felt soft and soggy. When they opened the bags, I started seeing body parts, a belly button. One of the workers told NBC, I was astonished. Of course, I felt bad we had been tricked. The workers reportedly returned the bags to Haskell's home and gave him his money back, saying they didn't want to be involved. They say Haskell claimed the bags were Halloween props. The workers later called 911 to report the incident. By the time police arrived at the home, the bags were gone. But authorities say security camera footage appears to show Haskell throwing something in a dumpster in Encino on the same day. We suspect that is the torso, the body of May Haskell. And they're saying no other bags containing body parts or remains have been recovered. And they're saying we don't need a body to charge for murder. So up here, they said 3 trash bags, large trash bags. They found one that had just her torso. Where are the other ones? Where are the other 2 bags? And where are the parents? They've got to be able to find them. I mean, there can't be that many places to hide a body in LA, could there? I mean, I wouldn't think so, but who knows? I don't know the area well enough to tell you how far it is to get to a lake or the mountains or something like that. Haskell. I'm just trying to see if there's any information on the car. It's gone very quiet. The last update was like 2 days ago. Here. Samuel Haskell's murdered wife, May, told friends her husband had abused her and she wanted a divorce, but feared he would take away their 3 sons with the help of his top Hollywood agent father. So she was another woman dead in a divorce situation, another woman abused. I see it far too much, far too many men trying to be controlling over women. I mean, I hate that. I hate seeing that. I hate seeing women and wind up dead. It's horrible. Hold on. There we go. Tubrook says if the vehicles have not been found, maybe a vehicle compound or storage facility. That's interesting. I wonder if it would start to smell though, and that they would get complaints about car having a weird odor or something. Misha Hayes says, why do you focus on American crime? Oh, we do a little bit of everything. We do Australian, we do the US, we do UK. We've done stuff out of Singapore before. We've done all sorts of different cases. My friend Kathy Lynch says, who is Haskell? Haskell Jr. was his dad worked for the Miss Universe or whatever it was, the pageant, and his dad ended up getting fired because he was a jerk. But this is his son, and I can show you the full thing. Hold on. I can show you the full thing. His name is Samuel Haskell Jr. His dad is Samuel Haskell Sr. His wife is May Lee. She's the torso that was found in the dumpster last week that we spoke about. And Samuel Haskell was the same guy we showed you just before, saying, shout out to the, LinkedIn, and shout out to the diner, and shout out to my friend in high school for giving me cigarettes. And that's Samuel Haskell. And yeah, he's accused and now charged of murdering and dismembering his wife and his wife's parents. And so far, they're now looking for 2 vehicles and the parents still here. Here's a photo. There you go. That's the same guy we just saw speaking on JLR's channel. Same dude. And I'm trying to find that's his father, Samuel Haskell Sr., or the third. I think he was Samuel Haskell the fourth. And I'm just trying to see if there's a video. There's the picture of May and her parents, but where is the car? There he is in court. He's wearing this is the anti-suicide schmuck, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's the one where it's like the self-harm one, where they don't want you to self-harm while in your first little while in prison. Where is the cars? I wanted to show the license plate. Yeah, there's the dumpster where the torso was found at last week. Here's another photo of Haskell. Where is no cars? Okay. I was hoping to find the video of the photo of it. They're saying here, May felt trapped. She said she couldn't leave because of the boys. She was afraid that her husband would take away the kids with the help of his very rich and influential father, said longtime friend Jenny, who would only give her first name in fear of retaliation from the Haskell family. Are they really that powerful in Hollywood? She said it wasn't happening, that there was no way she could get a divorce. Maybe she brought it up again and then he snapped. There was also physical abuse. She told me that he had hurt her and that he had hit her. Wow. That's disgusting. It really is. Oh, thanks to my unnamed friend. If you're listening, I appreciate the PM. Miss America pageant, not Miss Universe. Thank you, Marilyn Landis. Miss America. Yeah, son of a famous Hollywood agent. He did a few things. He did stuff with Dolly Parton as well. He produced some of her like TV specials that she used to do, and he's quite well known for being a jerk. He was basically kicked out of the organization for being really rude and just a nightmare to work with, apparently. He was not a good dude. And it seems like his son is following in his, following in his footsteps, unfortunately. Let me just see something. I want to see if I can find out if his father I was trying to find out if we could. Oh, this is interesting. Video of workers lifting bags allegedly filled with body parts one day before remains found in dumpster. Okay, we have to watch that. You can look, it took 2 people to carry 1 bag, and they left 1 bag on the footpath. Can we watch this somehow? It's got no sound, but oh, they're across here in this red car. This must be his driveway just here, and this is the company showing up to help him with the bags. Yeah, look, you got two guys trying to carry one bag. They must know something is up by the moment they pick it up, and it feels weird, like it feels squidgy. They must know. Really, really brutal to see that, knowing that there's possibly one or more people located in those trash bags. Marilyn Landis says, apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I agree. Oh, Gambler says, you may like to listen to Cheryl McCollum's latest Zone 7 on Human. She has Shannon Gilbert's lawyer on. Oh, yes, I know Shannon Gilbert's lawyer. Yeah, he's done a lot of things for that case in particular. So at some point they must have returned. Does it show them returning and giving back the bags? Yeah, here. Look, they're like, yeah, we don't want your body parts. You can have them back. Here's your money back. Bye. Peace out, dude. Have your bodies back. We don't want to be involved. And then he left. So he must have known, oh shoot, they're going to call the cops. And I'm in trouble, basically. They must have known. Or he must have known for sure that they were going to get in trouble. Gambler says, did you know Erin Patterson has sold one of her properties for $1 million? Yes, we spoke about it the other night, about her selling property. Beth B says, brought back and went to law enforcement. For sure. 100%. They went straight to law enforcement, and he would have freaked out, thinking, oh my God, the cops are going to be at my house in like 10 minutes. And yeah, Gambler, she sold it to pay her legal bills. Apparently, she was down on money, apparently. She sold it fairly quickly, like it was like a week or so. Then she got a sale. Apparently, it says here, accused mushroom lunch chef Erin Patterson's holiday home is snapped up for $1 million from a mystery buyer. I guess, yeah, you probably wouldn't want your name to be known that you bought the mushroom killer's home. I mean, yeah. Yeah, very popular. Well, it was in a good area. I know that it was in quite a well-liked area of Melbourne. We can have a look if I can find it. Here. Accused mushroom chef Erin Patterson's $1 million holiday home. See, it wasn't even her home, people. It was just her holiday home. She's not in any hardship. It's just her holiday home. She can just get an Airbnb next time, you know, when she's out of jail in 25, 35 years. She can just get an Airbnb. She doesn't need it. It's just an extra property. It did look like a nice home, Woos. It did. Let's see what it says. She successfully sold the property prior to auction. It went through prior to them actually getting the auction. A 2-story townhouse in Mount Waverley. Mount Waverley is a very popular suburb in Melbourne. It's very high demand for housing. There's a lot of really good high schools in that area, and a lot of good primary schools that parents want to get their kids into. So selling property in that area is pretty easy, and you can always get a good price for property in Mount Waverley. There is a bunch of really good schools in that area. There you go. There's Miss No Tears. Miss No Tears Mushroom Lady. Daily Mail Australia understands the property was Patterson's holiday house and has remained largely unoccupied, with the exception of family vacations, since it was purchased in 2019 for $931,000. So she even made a profit. Probably not with inflation, she didn't, but she made about 100 grand. The 3-bedroom property, which also has three bathrooms and a double garage, had been listed for auction on Saturday with a price guide of $960,000 to $1,050,000. It says here, prospective buyers had been told the house is up for sale due to rising interest rates. No. It's on sale due to rising lawyer costs. That's what it is. That's the honest answer. Rising legal costs. That's what it was. Records show Patterson, who has personal ties to Mount Waverley, became the sole proprietor of the property in February 2021, about the time she separated from her husband. Very interesting. Yeah, we've seen this one. Isn't this the one where it had all the writing on the wall? Is that the same one? It might be. Oh, look, I bet you that's where she keeps her mushrooms. Right over here. Or over here. Or over here. Or maybe over here. Or over here. Somewhere. Yeah, it just says it was in a nice area. Look, it's got a bit of a backyard with a balcony, so no wonder it's sold very easily. Well, all that money will probably go to lawyers trying to defend her on 3 murder charges and 5 attempted murder charges for killing and almost killing her ex-husband and his parents and their friends and her minister. So, geez, there's going to be a huge trial. I can't wait to attend. I'm still looking at going. We are definitely trying to get to the Supreme Court, because this will go to the Supreme Court unless she pleads guilty, which it may then just go to sentencing. But I can't see her pleading guilty. I think she'll want to have her day in court. I think she's too narcissistic. Yes, Tina, Erin is going down. She is. So, Wu says that's all her mushroom books. Yeah, that's all her books on medieval poison and how to get rid of a friend. Definitely, we are still looking to go to trial, and I want to go to the Supreme Court in Melbourne, and I want to sit there, and I want to cover it as it's happening. So, and I want to be on here and tweeting about every little thing that happens. So, which I don't know if I can. I spoke to a couple of journalists I know that cover Supreme Court hearings in Melbourne. They said depends on the case, but most of the time you have to go outside to use your phone. So we'll see. But I definitely want to go there at least for a few days, and I want to be there for sentencing if we get that far. That would be really, really good to do that, because we saw it from the start. I followed this from day one, and I want to see it to the end. Wu said there's going to be so many press people there. It's going to be very busy. Very, very busy. I don't know how I'll get a seat, but we'll try. Yeah, me too, Kazati. I hope so. I hope I'll be able to get there. All right, we're going to wrap up for today. And I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone dropping by. It's been a fun show. I hope you have had fun too. And I appreciate everyone's support of the channel. I really do. This channel wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And to the people who donate or send a thumbs up or leave a comment, I appreciate you all. I really do. Tina Lucille says, do they allow cameras in the courtroom? Not normally in Australia, no. They normally have the press sketchings. So they normally have the artists doing the people in the courtroom. So I would suspect that's probably what we'll get. And the updates will come from press members or people like me who are actually sitting in the court and then head outside to tweet about it. So that's probably what we'll have to do. You won't get a live stream of it, I don't think. Although we have had Supreme Court live streams in Victoria before. I just don't know if they'll. It depends on the judge. We'll find out. We'll find out when we get closer to that point. It still has to go through another hearing, and they have to determine if there's enough evidence to go to trial. And then once we get past that point, then we'll know what we're dealing with. So, Nancy S says, thanks, Pin. Great show. Good night, all. Actually, for people who want to laugh, I'm going to show you something before we go, okay? But this is, if you don't want to hear a bit of swearing, then you can log off now. But if you don't mind a little bit of swearing, then hang around because I'm going to show you this because it's hilarious, okay? It's the funniest thing I've seen all day. Let me find it, though. All right, here it is. Just a reminder that it does have swearing, okay? But it's really funny.
Steven, for the last fucking time, take the mask off. What are you doing? I thought we were supposed to dress up today, no? Yeah, in business suits, not stupid cheap-ass Halloween costumes. This is a professional meeting. Who the hell are you?
I was going to cover for Steven. I owe him one. Homie's puking up Jack Daniels right now. He's not going to make the meeting. I didn't know that you men dress up like that.
Idiots. This is the most important meeting we've ever had. Dove, take over this meeting. I'm going to go call Steven right now. Dove.
Sorry, what's up?
What about this whole situation is funny to you? Are you fully briefed on the Clayhave acquisition?
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Your name's Dove?
Yeah.
That's so hot.
Thanks.
What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, you idiot. I'm getting this guy out of here.
Hi, Dove.
Bye.
I'm shooting webs. I'm shooting webs.
Bye.
Oh.
What a fucking shit show. What the fuck was that about, Dove?
I do not know.
You're over there flirting with them, won some of the Spidey webs. How professional is that? At the biggest meeting of your life. You're really trying to hook up with Spidey right now?
Yeah, that was the funniest thing I've seen all day. I don't know if it's true or it's an acted part or whatever, but geez, it is so funny. If it is fake, they did a great job. They really did, because it is hilarious. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow night. I appreciate everyone who supports the channel, leaves a comment. To the people like Moonlight View who does the moderating, thank you very much. To the people who like the chat and interact, it's very cool. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night, same time, for another Nights with Ping episode with more cases to pick apart and have a look at. Maybe we'll have more updates tomorrow. But until then, see you later, Misha. Until then, I'll see you all later. Good night, all. Peace out.